All right, so it's off-season time, and what that means is a couple things. It means mock drafts, it means crazy trade talks, free agency rumors, and I am 100% here for it. Now, if you're not familiar with this channel, we are Lions fans. You can see it. We took a hard loss. Man, I'm telling you, Houston Texans fans, you are the nicest fans on this channel. I love doing Texans videos just because the comments are ridiculously nice. You're super supportive of our team and the Lions. I mean, I know it's hard not to love them at times, but I feel that way about the Texans too. I'm a huge Lions fan, always will be. It has been so much fun watching and doing videos on the Texans all year. We're well over 40 now at this point, and we just love the NFL and small market teams. I know Houston's huge, but the national media ignores them. You'll never see us do a Cowboys video here. So there was this crazy thing. Bleacher Report does this every year, and they'll continue to do it because people have jobs, and they have to keep writing. And I have to keep making videos for you, so I hope you'll keep watching. But they did this thing where they talked about trades they'd like to see for every single team. And for the Houston Texans, they first do a quick rundown, and we've talked about this. Cap space at $66 million. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. All right, biggest positions of need: cornerback, interior D-line, and edge. Pause. Do you agree with those as the three biggest positions of need? Feel free to respond however you would like right now in the comments. Do you feel like it's those three positions, or do you think there's somewhere else that we could get better? Do you think maybe safety is a position of need? Do you want to see them add an offensive lineman? Do you want to see them add another wide receiver? Do you want to see them add a running back? Like, I think of those as like, hey, the Texans are in one of those positions where they're winning now, but you can do talent upgrade all over this roster. And that doesn't mean the talent's not good. It just means that there's areas to upgrade. All right, so in this article, it said your top trade assets are Robert Woods, Davis Mills. I wonder what somebody would give for a high-quality backup quarterback. And running back Dameon Pierce. I don't know if the experiment's done yet in Houston. They might ride this two-headed monster again. Pierce might get better in this system. But anyways, it's not a ton for the top trade assets. They talked about Woods being someone that they could move because it's difficult to trade a lot of their other veterans because they have bloated contracts, all this, or a lot of guaranteed money. Robert Woods is not that way. But then they go in to talk about the top trade targets, and then after that it gets interesting. Defensive tackle Aaron Donald, cornerback Paulson Adebo, or safety Kevin Byard. All right, the Texans are in a perfect position, it says, to take a big swing on veteran acquisitions. They outperformed expectations, so if the Rams are looking to get a return for 32-year-old Aaron Donald, now is the time. Paulson Adebo is a rising star at cornerback, but the Saints routinely lose good players in free agency because every year they're like $50 million in the hole for the cap. It's ridiculous. I hate the way that they manage the cap. It is insane to me. All right, so he's set to become a free agent soon. Maybe they want to trade him now and get something for him. Eagles traded for Kevin Byard in the middle of the season, but it didn't prevent their late season collapse. So here's the hypothetical trade. You ready for it? As we're almost 4 minutes into this video. Here's what they'd like to see, and I need you to tell me if you like this. A 2024 first-round pick number 23. All right? A 2024 third-round pick, number 86 overall, and a 2025 fourth-round pick for defensive tackle Aaron Donald. So you're giving up a first, a third, and a fourth. For starters, do you think the Rams would do it for a first, a third, and a fourth? The Rams have traditionally, let's just put it this way. They like to get rid of their picks to get players, not the other way around. All right, that's just the way it goes. Here's my question for you. Do you think that is a good idea? I'm going to go here and say, no, keep your pick. All right, maybe go somewhere else. If it were me, I'd say, well, why would I trade away 3 picks when I have $66 million in cap space and I can go hand a bag to Chris Jones, who at this point in their career, they're both the same age, right? And they're both the same age. And I think Chris Jones might be a better player at this point. You got Edge, Josh Allen on here. These are so many good players. Brian Burns. What about Justin Matabuke? Are you kidding me? What about Christian Wilkins? Are you kidding me? Like, there are so many good defensive tackles that are available this year. So many. Now, if you think you can go out and get one of them, why Leonard Williams? Like, why would you get rid of all your draft capital? You have the money. And why would you get rid of draft capital to also pay someone? I'd rather just pay someone. So let's look at these guys. All right, let's go ahead. Let's just take a second and let's see what they have available. So you have Christian Wilkins, right? Wilkins hoped to get an extension before the season, but he didn't let the lack of one slow him down. He's been fantastic. All right, you see run defense grade, pass defense grade. All right, he has been solid. Matabike has been unbelievable. True pass set, pass rush grade, he's been fantastic. This is a guy that could be all in fantastic for you. If you want and go and spend the biggest of money, then you go for Chris Jones, who is decent at run defense, phenomenal at pass rushing. He has led this defense, this Chiefs defense, other than him, feels like a no-name defense. I could be wrong here, but it feels like a no-name defense, and they are one of the best defenses. Did you see what they just did to the Ravens? Like, they made the Ravens offense look terrible. And part of it's sticky coverage in the secondary, and the other part is that Chris Jones is a flat-out monster. He controls the game from the interior, and I just think about him and Will Anderson, and then you bring back Greenard, and all of a sudden it's like, oh boy, you just went from having a defensive line to the best defensive line in football. Like, if you have the money, why not bring in a guy who has Super Bowl experience? Not that far away in Kansas City. He might be looking for a change. I know he loves playing for the Chiefs and having a great quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, but he could come down a little bit south to Houston, all right? Live in a city that's a little bit better for the pre-retirement, you know what I'm saying? And then have a phenomenal quarterback in C.J. Stroud that will run this offense and be a guy of the future. I think Chris Jones, like, that's the guy. Like, if you're going to sit here and trade 3 picks for Aaron Donald, first make sure Chris Jones isn't going to sign with you. Because if I'm Chris Jones, like, if you have the money, I'm saying, sure, why not? That sounds like a good place to go. So let me know what you think. Would you make the trade? Would you try and do stuff in free agency? Or are you just settled that, like, no, we're just going to use the draft. It's fine. Let me know what you think. And keep watching, like, subscribe. See you on the next one.